listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 75 degrees, only going up to 84 today. Yes, that's going to be beautiful. As long as it's not humid, it's going to be beautiful. But anyway, it's still a beautiful day. I woke up this morning. My family woke up this morning. It is a beautiful day. I woke up with all kinds of epiphanies this morning. You know, it's so crazy because since my mom passed away, I felt like my family has just kind of not fallen apart, but everybody just kind of went their own separate ways. So she was truly the glue that held us all together. That's for real. And it's very evident now that she's not here with us. But I woke up this morning, and I don't know what, I woke up thinking about a lot of stuff. But one of the things I was thinking about was Thanksgiving. My aunt loves to cook. Like, she cooks all the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to Albany for Thanksgiving. So I'm going down to Albany. So Albany, Georgia is my home. I'm going to Albany for Thanksgiving. And I woke up thinking about that. And so, because, you know, things are not the same. I lost my uncle this year. He normally comes over on Thanksgiving. Some of my family members moved away to South Carolina, so that's not going to happen. You know, my brother has his wife and her family, so they did Thanksgiving at their house last year. He came to my house for a couple of minutes, but then he had to go back, you know, be with his family. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to Albany for Thanksgiving because I know when I go to Albany, I can really just relax, eat great food, and just chill out because my aunt is going to do all the cooking. So I'm gonna send her some money so she can make me some of my favorite dishes, and that's why I'll be for Thanksgiving. So I don't know. I just woke up thinking I was feeling a little, I don't know, melancholy, I guess you could call it. My friend called it melancholy, and I was just having a moment, but in good spirits. We just had a lot of epiphanies this morning about a lot of things, the business, you know, just stuff. And it doesn't feel bad. It feels good, actually. So I don't know why I was led to share that with you this morning, but yes. All right. So today is Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday. I'm jumping the gun. August 8th is Tuesday, August 8th. I'm already about to jump the gun on y'all. It's also International Allyship Day. Hey, listen, it's Talk Business Tuesday. We're going to talk about, can you make money off trends? I got some stuff I want to talk about because I've seen some stuff over the last few days that has just cracked me up to the point where I'm rolling on the floor laughing. But then I'm looking at like, whoa, that is genius when it comes to making money. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later because it is Talk Business Tuesday. But before I get to all of that, I got to go ahead and give you a national day. So it's International Allyship Day. It's International Cat Day. So shout out to all the cat lovers out there. National Braiders Day. So all of those who put in the long hours of braiding hair, listen, I can't braid worth the crap. When my daughter was a little girl, everybody else braided her hair except for me. I braided her hair when she got older, but it wasn't like the great braids. It was like a good braid, so she could last like 2 days, and then I would have to rebraid it again. So they used to cramp my fingers up. Like, I don't even know how people braid hair all day. Like that, just the thought of that cramped my fingers up. But anyway, shout out to all the braiders out there. Cultural Rama Day, Digital Nomad Day. Someone just said that to me the other day. They was like, I'm a digital nomad. And somebody said, well, what is that? That's a person who their business is online. They can do it from anywhere in the world, which is really cool. Like, I'm a digital nomad, like for real. Like, my business is all online. All I need is an internet and a good computer and a microphone for if I'm going to do podcasting. But I can do business from anywhere in the world as long as I have a computer and a keyboard and a mouse and internet. So digital nomads can pretty much live anywhere. And people are starting to love that, which is why you go to restaurants and stores and nobody's working. So because people have figured out, I don't have to go into the office. I can work from anywhere. I can do an online business. Yeah, like they figured that thing out. Today is also Dying to Know Day. I hope nobody does not die to know, but if that's you. Happiness Happens Day. You got to make happiness happen sometimes, like for real. National Ann Day. So shout out to all the ladies out there with the name of Ann. National CBD Day. National Lamb Day. Shout out to all the fellas out there with the name of Lamb. National Frozen Custard Day. Shout out to all the frozen custard lovers. National Dollar Day. Yes, National Dollar Day. It's a moment in history, so we got to observe that day. National Perler Day. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of beads. National Mochi Day. Okay. National Mocha. So indulging in taste buds with the sticky orbs of goodness. It looks like little bubble. It looks like it's called Mochi, but it looks like candy balls. Maybe it is a candy ball. National Melvin Day. So shout out to all the fellas with the name of Melvin. National Pickleball Day. I didn't even know that was a thing till one year, and you guys probably heard it on the show. I saw something on the patch calendar, and it was like pickleball tournament. I'm like, what the heck is pickleball? Obviously, that's a thing. It's a real sport. So National Pickleball Day. I got a friend. As a matter of fact, she's a member of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce. She plays pickleball. She's in great shape, by the way. That's because she plays pickleball. National Sneak Some Zucchini into Your Neighbor's Porch. Okay, why you gotta sneak it? Just knock on the door and give them some zucchini. National Tarantula Appreciation Day. Lord, I would hate to walk up on a tarantula. Ooh, I can't even imagine what that's like. Peasants Day. Shout out to the peasants. Peace Festival in Augsburg. That sounds like somewhere. It's in Germany. Odie Day. I don't know what Odie is, but it's Odie's Day. Scottish Wildcat Day. Take a penny, leave a penny day. Take a penny, leave a penny day. Okay. Whatever that means. Top 8 Challenge Day. Oh, okay. Chezzy's birthday. I'm messing your name up, bro. But happy birthday. Dustin Hoffman's birthday. Happy birthday, Dustin Hoffman. Wear Your Mother's Jewelry Day. Yeah, I know about them days. Jensen's Ramirez birthday. Happy birthday, Jensen's. Megan Good's birthday. Happy birthday, Megan. Roger Federer's birthday. Happy birthday, Roger Federer. Shawn Mendes' birthday. Happy birthday, Shawn Mendes. And Ryan Garcia's birthday. Happy birthday, Ryan Garcia. Those are all your national days and birthdays for the day, names for the day. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, Tuesday, August the 8th. It's 8-8, baby. 8-8. 8-8-8-8. We're going to keep this train rolling, so we're going to kick this thing off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You may be more emotional than usual. Social activities should be on your agenda today. You'll be quite excitable today. Okay, you're going to be emotional, excitable, social. Look at you, Aries, doing a whole lot of socializing and being personable today. Do your thing, baby. Yes. Taurus, you will communicate easily and should be able to accomplish all that you set out to do. If your lover tries to curtail your freedom, it may lead to conflict. You may want to plan physical activities that will help you burn off some excess energy. Listen, go play some pickleball. Today is National Pickle. You need to burn some energy, Taurus. Go out there and play some pickleball. It looks like table tennis. That's what it looks like. But I think you play it like regular tennis. I don't know. But go play. You want to burn some energy? Play some pickleball. That's going to burn a lot of energy for you. Gemini, stick to your own projects, and by the end of the day, you'll shine. Travel for business will be advantageous. Your devotion will be persuasive. All right, stick to your own projects, which is what I got to do. I'm so happy. Let me tell you why I was feeling so good today. Like I told you, I woke up with a bunch of epiphanies. I had a lot on my plate that I had to get done. I still have a lot on my plate. But when I have to do work for my clients, that kind of stresses me out a little bit because it puts me under the gun. And so I was like, okay, I got to get the client's work done. I did that. I was so excited about that. I got 2 clients' work done, which that was great. I got 1 client work to do today, and which is very simple. And so then after that, it's all the things that I have to do. So, stick to your own projects, Gemini, and by the end of the day, you'll shine. I shined yesterday, and I was excited about that. Cancer, don't be too quick to judge those you live with. People who try to persuade you to do things their way will annoy you. Your mate, however, may not be pleased with you. Get down to business. Okay, you got a lot going on. People that you live with, they're going to annoy you. Your mate ain't happy with you. You might need to talk it out, bro. You might need to talk that thing out. What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. I want somebody to tell me. Listen, I'm messing the song up. That's Marvin Gaye. I'm messing that song all up. But here's the thing, Cancer. You got to live with those people. You might want to get to the bottom of what the problem is, because it makes it very uncomfortable to live with people and everybody's walking around in silence. It's very uncomfortable. It really is. So get to the bottom of it. Leo, look into joining groups that can give you hands-on advice about business. Refrain from arguing with your mate. Get together with your friends and do something entertaining but not too expensive. All right, look. This show is about business today, so stick around, Leo, because you might learn a few things. Because I want to know, can't you make money off a trend? And I'll tell you why I asked that question. It was a good question because I'm like, oh my God. So I'm gonna be talking about that shortly. So stick around. You want to know about business? Stick around, or just holler at me, Audrey at GoodMorningGwinnett.com. Let's set up a consultation. That's what I do every day. Business every day. In the meantime, refrain from arguing with your mates and get together with your friends and have some fun, but don't spend a lot of cash on that. All right. Virgo, be prudent and don't be led down the garden path. Look into alternate means of supporting your financial burdens. Your tendency to dramatize may be a little much for your partner to take constantly. Ugh, Virgo, stop it with all the drama, baby. Nobody wants to be around that constant nonsense. I don't know about that. I don't like all that stuff. In the meantime, figure out how to make you some money so you can ease some financial burdens. That's probably why you're nagging people. I'm just saying. Figure it out. Listen, it's side hustles. It's Talk Business Tuesday. Stick around. I'm going to tell you about some side hustles I've seen over the last 3 days. I'm talking about just outrageous. I ain't mad at them, no, not at all. So stick around. I'll be right back. I'm going to a song. We'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day. And when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turning to morning dew. Then you the key to the lock, we in our own zone. Make yourself at home, get to know mine on the inside. Can meet at yours next time. And you feel it freshening, lose control. You don't wanna go slow, for sure. We both already know your place is my place now.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. So get involved in jobs that require creative input. You can win points with both peers and superiors. Your involvement with children will be most rewarding. If you're in the mood, go out and socialize or get involved in sports activities. Speaking of sports activities, Libra, I can't wait to start bowling again. I haven't bowled all summer. I miss it. I need to exercise. So I'm waiting to bowl. I'm looking forward to bowling. Yes, I am. So get out and do some exercise, get your energy up. That makes you feel better. Honestly, you know what's crazy? When I go to the gym, I feel amazing, right? I leave the gym, I feel accomplished. Why don't I go to the gym every day? because I stay up too late at night and then I can't get up in time to go. That's the problem. But anyway, it's going to help you improve your mood. Just go outside and do something fun. Scorpio, you can make headway in the workforce if you put your mind to it. You can make changes to your living quarters that should please your entire family. You will accomplish the most through your orderly activities. All right, you can make headways if you put your mind to it. Absolutely. Anything you focus on grows, whether it's good or bad, Scorpio. So if you put your mind to something, you can definitely make headway with it. But you got to focus, right? So whatever it is you're thinking about doing, set your mind, focus on it, and get it done. All right? All right. Sagittarius, you'll be able to make changes regarding your living arrangements. You will take on too much if you aren't careful. Stick to basics. Don't use the interstate as a racetrack. All right, don't use that. Speaking of racetrack, I was watching TikTok. So TikTok is my place to go laugh, right? Because I laugh on TikTok like uncontrollably because people are funny. Like TikTok is pretty much taking a lot away from TV, really, because I don't watch as much TV, and I used to didn't watch as much TikTok because when TikTok first came out, it was addictive, and it still is. But what happens is whenever I need to laugh, I go to TikTok. And so I was watching this video one day of this car being chased by the police. I'm talking about, I must have watched it for like an hour. Like they were chasing the car. He did all kinds of stuff, y'all. He like ran stop signs. He ran into people's cars. He ran the tires off the car. He jumped out that car, went into somebody's backyard, walked through their back door, walked out the front door, got in their truck and stole their truck and kept it going. It was crazy. And I was like, that is nuts. I said all that to say, Sagittarius, don't use the interstate as a racetrack. Just don't do that. And be careful out there. Capricorn, you need to use emotional blackmail. Your need to use emotional blackmail will only cause more conflict. Physical activities will help diffuse your frustration. Get involved in groups or in organizations that are of a distinguished nature. Now, Capricorn, the only distinguished nature group I can think of right now is the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce. So if you are local, please be sure to come out to one of our events. Tomorrow we have a potluck at 6 p.m. and you are invited if you are a woman. This is a distinguished group in nature. I had to do that shameless plug for the chamber. Anyway, if you are feeling frustrated, do some kind of activity. Go walking, do some meditation, do some yoga, play some pickleball. Whatever you need to do to diffuse your frustration, do it. Now, I could name some other stuff because I've heard that diffuses frustration. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know where I'm going with that. I'm going to keep it PG because this is a family show. Aquarius, curb your mood swings. They could result in loneliness. You will find good vibes and you will lift your spirits. Now, ain't nothing like a little retail therapy. Travel will be favorable and bring you the greatest rewards. All right, traveling and shopping sounds good to me. I don't want to travel far. Like, I want to take short trips right now. I want to go to Helen before the weather changes. I think I'm going to go to Helen before the weather changes. I think I might tell my husband, let's spend the night in Helen one night before the weather changes. Yeah, because I like Helen. It's very cute up there. It's a cute little town. It's just, it's very cute. So I like it. Okay. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, you are best to sit back and think it through rather than add to the ranting and the raving. You can clear up important legalities and sign contracts today. Upheavals may occupy your day. All right, fish, listen here. We're going to sit back and think it through. We're not going to join the group that's ranting and raving. It's not going to help. Today, our place is, because we can rant and rave, but today our place is to sit back and think it through. In the meantime, clear up all the legalities and sign the contracts that you need to sign before the deadline. That means today. So whatever it is, I don't have any contracts. So I don't know about you. I might have some domain names to renew that ends today. I do have a couple of those that I definitely I need to renew today. So maybe that's what they're talking about. In the meantime, be prepared for the upheaval because it may occupy your day. I don't know what that means, but I'm not claiming that. No upheavals today. No upheavals. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to think things through before I'm not going to join ranting and raving. Hope you don't do that either. So don't do it. All right? All right. Ooh, I feel like I've been talking a lot. I'm a little tired today too, y'all. I am. I feel a little tired. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thassa. Now let's get on to the story I want to talk about. So the title of the show today is, can you make money off of trends? Now, the reason I thought about this was because I'm sure by now, if you're on social media, you have seen the Montgomery, Alabama brawl, right? I'm sure you've seen that by now because it's been all over the internet and people are hilarious. People are so funny because they have made all kinds of skits out of it. You know, it was a bad thing, but people would turn up. Let me tell y'all something. Social media has truly changed the way we live and interact with each other. It has. And I'm looking at the brawl and I've watched it over and over and I watched it from all different angles. But the after effects, first of all, the commentary had me in stitches because people who were filming it, they were saying they were doing their own commentary. So you hear what they're saying because it's their phone, they're filming. That was funny by itself. The act itself wasn't funny. It was terrible. But the commentary and just the people in the commentary, like you had to just listen to the people. It was hilarious. That part was hilarious. I'm not saying that the act was hilarious because I don't condone violence. I thought it was horrible. I thought it was horrible for those people to treat that man the way they did when he was just doing his job, right? But to listen to the commentary, and black folks are funny. If you haven't figured it out yet, we funny as, I'm trying to keep it PG, we funny as you know what, right? And the commentary from some of those people's phones was hilarious. But anyway, I was looking at last night, like yesterday evening, my husband came home, he sent me a clip to something that somebody had made. The reason I titled the show is Can You Make Money Off Trends is because the answer is yes, right? Now, trends don't last. Fads don't last. They don't last. However, if you are smart enough to listen, I wish I'm trying to keep it PG this morning. I wish I had thought about making a t-shirt doing this whole thing. I did not. I didn't even cross my mind because I'm so busy listening to the commentary. I missed the entrepreneur opportunity. Well, not a lot of people missed that opportunity. A lot of people, some people got it. And when I tell you, I saw some of the most fabulous artwork for shirts on TikTok and Instagram because it is a trend. Everybody, and what's funny about this particular trend is that people look at this as some kind of, because you always see in the news how we are treated in the news by everybody. Like everybody treat black people bad, right? Now listen, if you don't treat black people bad, I'm not talking to you. Don't get your panties in a bunch. You know who you are that treat black people bad. People love to treat us bad, and that's in the media. The office, the people in the law enforcement treat us bad. People kill us for no reason. All kinds of craziness. So to see black people fight back, for us, it was like, yeah, now it's our turn. It was that kind of thing. And it was comical a little bit because, you know, we make light of everything. We've had to endure so much over the last 400 years. So we have learned to make light of pretty much anything. The worst of time, I seen this guy. You could tell that he had some type of addiction. He didn't have any teeth. He looked like he was practically homeless. But when I tell you the man could sing, the man could sing. And he had I believe, I don't know for a fact, but I believe he lived in some of the most dire situations just from his appearance. And guess what he was doing? He was singing. So we've learned to take things and turn them into other things. So when I looked online to Instagram and I'm looking at the artwork that people have sat down at their computer and put together because of this brawl and selling it on like Etsy and all these places, it was unbelievable. And so that's why I named the topic of the show today, Can You Make Money Off of Trends? And the answer is yes, you can. Now, I'm going to go to a song and I'm going to come back and I'm going to break this thing down because I'm a little mad at myself because I missed it. Listen, it's like 15 minutes of fame. You got a 15 minute to make this money. It's going to die down. Like I'll give it to next week and it's going to die down. But right now it's hot to death and people are capitalizing on it. Yes, it was ugly. They're still capitalizing on it. So listen, I'm not mad at them. Do what you do. I'm going to go to a song and we're going to come back and we're going to break this thing down so you can figure out what the next trend is and how to listen. I'm still trying to figure out how to monetize the AI trend. Now, here's the thing about AI. It's not going anywhere. It's not a trend. It's definitely not going anywhere. It is getting smarter and smarter. But anyway, I'm going to go to a song and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about these trends and how to capitalize on these things. Because I missed this one. I ain't even trying to jump in right now. I'm not, because it's going to fade out by next week. It's funny right now because people have just got memes and stories and skits all over the place, but it's going to fade because it is definitely a trend. So just stay tuned. I'll be right back after the song to tell you how we can get it done so we don't miss the next trend. All right, stick around.
since I last heard your voice. I know that you felt like you didn't have the choice, and I don't blame you. No, I don't blame you. I know I've been a fool, but baby, believe me when I say to you, yeah, yeah, you can change your mind, change your mind. Stay by my side, 'cause baby, I need you. Change your mind, yeah, change your mind. Make you stay by my side, baby, I need you. Yeah, you. Baby, I need you. Oh yeah, oh baby, I need you. Oh, baby, I need you. So please just hear me out. I know I've done you wrong. I know that I've mistreated you. For that I am sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I've been a fool, but baby, believe me when I say to you, you can do. Change your mind, make you stay by my side, 'cause baby, I need you. Yeah, you. What can I say? Make you stay by my side, 'cause baby, I need you. Oh yeah, baby, I need you. Oh yeah, baby, I need you. I just need you by my side, yeah, baby, I need you. Oh, I know that I have done you wrong. Yeah, I've treated you poorly. That I've been a fool. But baby, believe me when I say to you.
Welcome back. All right, listen, today is Talk Business Tuesday, and we're talking about can you capitalize on trends, and the answer is yes, you can. So with the Montgomery, Alabama brawl, I saw T-shirts pop up and all kind of mugs, all kinds of. I even saw the Black Anthem rewritten, which is nuts. But then I know a lot of that stuff is for fun. But when I looked at some of those T-shirts that I saw and some of the mugs and tumblers that I saw, they were beautiful. Like, they were comical, but the artwork was amazing. And I said to myself, people are going to buy those. So that's a trend that you can capitalize on. Now, I'm not saying go out there and capitalize on people's pain. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying sometimes you might want to pay attention, because that never even crossed my mind, y'all. It never crossed my mind to make a T-shirt, a slogan. It just never crossed my mind. But there are people who saw an opportunity and they jumped on it. Now, if you're thinking about that, if you're listening to what I'm saying, you're thinking about, okay, well, how do I do that? Well, you got to have some kind of, first you got to have some gumption, right? You need to have a social media account, because everything that I saw on social media. I didn't see it on the news. I didn't see it in the magazine. It was definitely on social media, which means that because of how fast social media moves, you can actually capitalize on something if you create something that people want. Now, that moment was like a moment in history for Black folk, because we don't do that kind of stuff, right? You don't see us doing any of the nonsense and here's the thing. The people started to fight first. They did it, and they just let loose the goose, right? And then people started to realize, okay, I'm going to make some money on that. So people got all into it. They was like, this is like a moment in history. It was like history. Anyway, I'm not telling you to go out there and capitalize on people's pain. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that you might want to pay attention to some of the trends that are popular. Like, this is going to fade. I'm going to give it a good for the rest of this week. And by the end of next week, I think it's going to fade out. But here's the thing. Before it fades, how much money did people make because they saw an opportunity to capitalize on something and they put it into action? Now, what I've seen is that people had t-shirts, and I know exactly what they probably did. They created some beautiful artwork. I'm talking about, I saw some really nice artwork with chairs, all kinds of sayings, and just beautiful stuff out there on Instagram, right? So what they probably did was they saw opportunity. They created the artwork. They went to something like Printify or Printful or Teesprings or whatever, and they put up an online store. And they started to sell their wares. Now it's gonna fade. I'm gonna give it one more good whole week. It's gonna fade. But in the meantime, how much money are they gonna make off of the things that they've created? And they probably created in a night. Because you can sit down to your computer if you know how to work a computer. Like I know how to work a computer. I can sit down here and create artwork in 30 minutes. Good artwork. If I want some trash, 5. But some good artwork, I can definitely sit down and put my mind to it and come up with some amazing stuff in 30 minutes. So, but I didn't even think about that. That wasn't even a thought on my radar. But it was on some people, and they put together some amazing artwork because of this whole Montgomery, Alabama thing. They did. And now they're selling it, I'm sure, on all these platforms that you can print on demand. You ain't even got to have inventory. You just go there, create the artwork, put it on a t-shirt, put it on demand, and people buy it, and they get it sent to them, and this person makes money. They capitalize on that. So let's talk about, how to understand. Let's talk about understanding trends for a second, because trends happen, whether it's in fashion, technology. I just told y'all I'm still trying to figure out how to make my way into the AI thing, and I think I figured it out. And I'm excited about that because I use AI pretty much every day. So I love AI. I know it's a little scary for some people, but I was like, okay, I know how to get into that. But these trends are going to happen. They happen in fashion, right? They happen in technology. They happen in other industries, power. They happen in the health industries. You'll see things that pop up. Like, remember back in the day, let's talk about a couple of them. Remember back in the day, everybody was buying the, what was that girdle? It was like a all over, it was called the body something. Well, I had one and my mom had one. It was like this girdle thing that you put on your entire body. God, what was that thing called? It was called a body something. And that thing cost $140 something. And I had one. My mom had one. And we would put that thing on. And my mom put hers on like one time. She's like, yep, I'm not wearing this. I wore mine out to my office one day. It was called a body something. I can't even think of the name of it. But it was a trend, right? And it was a trend that made network marketers a whole lot of money. Because me and my mom bought 2. So that was like $280. So I don't even know who sold it to us. I think Georgette sold it to us, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think she was a part of it. But it was a trend, and then it died out. Remember that? So it was called body something. I can't remember what it was. Then we had the wrap. Remember the wrap? Everybody was walking around with the wrap. They had the wrap on their face, the wrap on their body. You wet the wrap, and then you put the wrap on your body with the solution, and then you put some plastic around your waist, and it shrinks you down. People was putting it on the wrap on their face, under their chin, trying to get rid of the double chin. Guess what happened? It faded away. It was hot for a second. Everybody was talking about the wrap and how good it was going to be. It was a fad. It faded away. Now, do they still sell that stuff? Probably so. But you don't even see it anywhere because it's hot and then it fades away. So it happens in all industries. What you have to do is figure out, is it something that you want to get in on at that time while it's hot? Now, I'm not really, even though this was a good idea and people jumped in on it, it was an idea that people jumped in on, I probably wouldn't have, because it's not long lasting. I'm more focused on legacy building. I'm not going to build a legacy off of one t-shirt. Now, here's the thing. If you flip the trend and now you got a list of people who bought that shirt and you can sell something else different to them, you may have a business. But if you only have that one shirt and that's your one shot at making that money, it's probably just, it's a fad, it's a trend that's going to go away. So you need to just understand what's happening in the news, understand what's happening, and you can find out about what's trending. You can just go to Google Trends and it'll tell you what's trending right now. It'll tell you what's happening, and you can take that. But you want to make sure if it's trending, like a lot of people are talking about it, right? Like everybody is talking about the Montgomery, Alabama brawl. Everybody. It's all, I've even seen white people make skits about it. It's hilarious. Like I've seen white people and black people get together and make skits about it. It's not funny because people probably got hurt, but it's just amazing how creative people are when they put their minds to it. Because I've seen some really creative things, and some of those things are making people money. So pay attention to what's happening in the news if you're thinking about trying to capitalize on a trend. You got to stay informed. Now you can get Google alerts about certain things. If you have a certain area of interest, like I love tech and AI. Like I love all that stuff. Cybersecurity, AI, Web3, NFTs. I love all of that stuff. So my email is full of newsletters that talks about all of that stuff because I need, and podcasting. So podcasting, I get about 6 or 7 podcast newsletters a day, just podcasting myself. Why? Because this is what I love. So if I want to stay ahead of the trends and see what's going on, I have to get these alerts in my email box so I can find out what's happening. That's what you got to do. You got to stay informed so you can find out what the lucrative trends are. And some of the trends could last a long time. This particular trend, I don't think is going to last that long. I think it's going to last probably a good 2 weeks, and then it's going to fade away. Because by that time, people have just been burnt out from all of the stuff, right? But right now, the entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs who have seen the opportunities to capitalize on it, they're going to get that money while they can. So you want to make sure you stay informed about what's going on, like the latest things is going on in the news. Look at the social media platforms. Look at industry publications. They still got online forums that are coming up. You just got to pay attention to what people are talking about. And so that way you can stay ahead of the trend. Now, if you want to go real, real deep, and I don't know how deep you really want to go, you can start analyzing the data. Now that's some deep, deep stuff right there. Keyword searches and all that kind of stuff. That's for the experts. If you know you're not an expert, just pay attention to what's happening in the news. Now, if you want to go deep, now you go tap into Google Trends and find out what's trending. You can look at the social media analytics and see what's happening. You can monitor all that stuff. That you can do that, but you got to go deep on that. Also, you can also look and see what people are buying. Because here's the thing. Consumers kind of predict like what the trend can be. It's consumers too a lot of times. Like right now, social media and that whole brawl thing, that was the social media thing. But if you look at what people are buying, remember before I told you we had the body thing. God, I can't think of the name of that thing. Body Magic. That's what it was called. Oh, I knew I was going to get it. It was called Body Magic. So everybody was on there pulling the Body Magic up. I put that thing on. I couldn't breathe. I was like, okay, seriously. I went in my office and had to take it off. Because I was sitting straight up, which is probably great for my back because I have back problems. But when I tell y'all I couldn't breathe. But for a second, the consumers, the women, everybody was talking about how the Body Magic made them feel and how much weight they lost with the Body Magic and all this stuff. That was consumer driven. That industry was driven because people were buying it. They were talking about it. They was videotaping it. They were having home parties. It was consumer behavior that drove that product to where it went, and it made millionaires out of people. Now, not everybody became a millionaire because if you got to get in at the beginning of the trend, if you're going to ride the trend wave, you need to be at the beginning of the trend because what happens is think about the NFTs for a minute, right? That was, for me, I'm still trying to figure out if that was a trend. It died out. It lasted for about a year. Everybody that got in at the beginning, hooked up with the right people at the beginning, made a ton of money, and then it kind of fizzled out. Do I think that's going to happen with AI? I do not because AI is just getting smarter and smarter and smarter. So I don't think that's going to happen. However, it's still trending right now. So you got to find your place. I'm working on mine and I think I got it. So consumer behavior drive trends too. So just know that. Influencers drive trends. Here's the thing. If somebody has a product and an influencer happens to like it and put their stamp of approval on it, that's going to cause a frenzy for some people. And if they have a lot of followers, that could push the sales of that product to the sky. Like the t-shirts that I'm talking about that I saw, if anybody has a t-shirt and an influencer picks it up and posts it on their page, that person is probably going to make a lot of money. Because people follow influencers and they buy what they buy. They do what they do. They want to connect with the person that they like. So whoever did that is probably going to make a lot of money. All right. Now, how do you leverage that and move really quick? Well, one way to do that is through e-commerce, right? I talked about Printify. I talked about Printful. Both of those platforms are print on demand. You can attach those to Etsy and Shopify. Like if you got a Printful store, if you got a Printify store, all you got to do is put your products in. If you got that one shirt, put the product in there, put it on Etsy, put it on Shopify. Now you got a whole product. Now I will tell you that comes with fees. It's not free. Now if you're doing them at your house, pop up a landing page real quick and put your 3 shirts up there and have people go straight to your PayPal or your Stripe account, press it at home, drop it in the mail. Now you've done it yourself. But if you don't want to be doing all that, you do drop shipping using e-commerce platforms, print on demand platforms, and then you can do it that way too. Now, another way that I probably should have really been paying attention to is creating content around these topics. That's what I should have. It wasn't that interesting like that. It was funny. Like the commentary was funny, but I don't see now. Today I'm creating this episode, and I'm writing about trending and how to recognize trends and stuff like that. That's because I recognize that's a good topic because people actually made money off this thing, and I wasn't thinking like that. But anyway, if you are a content creator like I am, I'm a content creator. You can start a blog, you can start a YouTube channel, and follow trends and make money that way. Now, let me say this. I'm gonna say this. You can do those things, but like anything else, blogging and YouTube channels, they're business. So you can't just pop up a channel and think you're going to make some money. It's not going to happen. You can just write some words on your computer screen and hit it and make a blog post and make some money. Not going to happen. Ask me. I got all of that, and I haven't made any money directly from either of those. I'm working on those things right now because that wasn't my focus before. So if you're thinking about starting a blog and following trends, that's cool because if you like current events and things like that, that's great. But just know you got to give yourself 6 months on both of those. I'm talking about dig deep and learn everything you can. That's where I made my mistake at because I could have been capitalizing on trends because I have YouTube channels. I have a blog. But what I didn't do was have a focus. What I didn't do was be consistent. What I didn't do was making sure that what was happening in the news, I was actually talking about. I wasn't doing any of those things. Do I know different now? Yes. So you got to be able to, if you're thinking about doing that, like if you're thinking about talking about, current events, product reviews, and all that kind of stuff on your blog, and it's trending, you got to make sure you're diligent. You got to make sure you're consistent. You got to make sure you pump out a lot of content. And let me just say this. Right now today, starting a blog and a YouTube channel, oh baby, it's a lot easier than it was a minute ago because we got some amazing AI tools that do all the work for you. If you could think about it, AI can make it for you. All right. Other things to look at is, just look at if you're in the gaming space, look at trending apps. Look at how to monetize. Look at how to monetize apps. Someone reached out to me yesterday because they know I do app development. Now I don't do this a lot. I just do it for certain people and certain things. But they had an idea for an app and they was like, I need this app done. Can you do it? Yeah, I can do it. Because they were trying to do something, but they don't know exactly what they want. Now you can create apps. Gone are the days where you have to spend thousands and hundred thousands of dollars on app creation. They're gone. You got no code, low code. You can do that all day long. Create apps all day long. So that's gone. So let me just start by saying that. So, you can make money pretty much any kind of way these days. If something is trending, I would say look at the trend. Is it something that can trend for a long time? Most of the time, trends don't last. That's why they call them trends. But if you can capitalize on it, you're not hurting anybody. You're not capitalizing on people paying. I wouldn't say do that because that's not a good way to do it. Now, this thing right here, they capitalize on the comedy part of that. They didn't capitalize on the people. It was the chair. Like the chair was very instrumental in all of the stuff that I saw. Now, the act the chair committed, not nice. The chair and the way people portrayed it in the artwork, funny. And I know somebody's going to be mad at me for saying this. It is the truth, y'all. It was funny. I'm not talking about the act of what the chair did. I'm just talking about the chair and how people have portrayed the chair as a part of history now. It's funny. It's just a lot of ways for you to capitalize on these things. And so you have to pay attention to the trends. You have to figure out exactly how deep you want to go. You have to, put in the time and the efforts, and if you're artistic, you can pretty much capitalize on anything right away. Even if you're not artistic, if you know how to use Canva and Midjourney, yeah, and some AI tools, oh baby, you can have some stuff up and I'm thinking about, there's a couple of things I'm thinking about doing. I had a pillow store at one point, but there's some other things I'm thinking about doing. But because I love the ease of creating things with AI, right? So even if there's a trend, if I pull up a trend right now, if I went to Google Trends and saw something that was trending and I thought I could make something last for longer than like 2 weeks, I probably would look at it. But I haven't even thought about that. But you best know that now that I've seen it happen, your girl is going to look at it. She's going to look at them trends like, okay, is this something that fits in with what I'm doing right now? Does it fit in with my brand? That's another thing too. I don't want to do stuff that's off brand. Like I'm really up on my brand right now. I got 2, and I'm really not trying to do a whole bunch of stuff that's off brand. So that's another thing. Now, if you're just starting out, pay attention to the trends. You could probably make you some money. That whole Alabama brawl thing is probably making people hundreds of thousands of dollars today because it's still trending, and people are laughing and talking about it. And they're not laughing at the people; they're just laughing at like what people are saying and with the songs and all the stuff that has been created because of that. So. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about capitalizing on trends. You can capitalize on trends. You have to pay attention to trends. You have to set up Google alerts. You have to subscribe to newsletters to find out what's happening. These are the things you have to do, and you have to decide what part of the trend you want to capitalize on. Do you want to be a content creator on the trend? Do you want to be an apparel designer on the trend? What do you want to do? You want to sell a product, you know what I mean? So you have to figure that part out. And then you have to find the best platforms for you to do that. Of course, if you're going to start a blog, WordPress is probably the best platform if it's serious. Now, if you're just doing any kind of thing, you might not want to do WordPress. But if you're thinking about doing this as a serious, ongoing business, even after the trend is gone, pick the best platforms that you can grow with. I'm just saying, can you scale on these other platforms? You want to pick the best platforms you can grow with. All right. Ooh, I feel like I said a lot, but I had a lot to say today about that because I found it intriguing. All right, that's all I got for today. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for today, so stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Sure, we had fun tonight. You and me felt alright. But it's time you pick up your phone. You won't be worth my while. Me and you won't work out. Pick it up, pack it up, get a cab and go. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I ain't got room for love. I don't need stars above. All I need is my precious space. Yeah. Why you so serious? Can't you just be mine for a night, my love? Take it off, put it on, then be on your way. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been through hell and more. So I hold on to my heart. I've been alone before. This way I won't get bored. So I hold on to my heart. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself.
welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. Here it goes. It says, the most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Let me say that one more time because somebody missed it. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking that they don't have any. Alice Walker said that, and she was absolutely right. When you don't think you don't have power, you don't have power because you give it up. And a lot of times we get put in situations where we feel helpless, hopeless, and just feeling like, you know what? I don't know how to make this work. I can't change this. It won't work. Things are not working out. That's because you have given up your power. I want to challenge you today. Those of you who are listening to my voice right now, you're going through something right now. You feel like it's hopeless. You don't see a way out. You can't figure this thing out. Nothing is working out the way you thought it should. People keep messing you around. People keep making you promises they don't keep. The money's not coming the way you thought it would. Everything is coming against you. That's what you believe. But in reality, you just got to find the strength. You got to take back your power, and the solution will come. I'm telling you, I've lived through these things. I still live through these things to this day. Find your strength because you're weak. That's what's going on right now. You feel weak because you've been beaten down and you just want to give up. It's not working. I'm tired. Nothing is working the way it's supposed to. People are lying to me. Nobody's keeping their word. My job is stressing me out. Nothing. My daughter said to me this morning, she said, I feel amazing. I feel peace. And that's a great place to be when you just got peace in your life. But that means she's owning her power. She had to figure out how to take her power back. You know, there was a moment with her job. She just felt like this sucks. I hate this job. Now she doesn't feel like that. I said to her, listen, you have to learn to love. If you're going to stay at that job, learn to love the job for what it is. And the minute she flipped the switch, she got moved up with a promotion. You got to you own the power. You have the power. Take it back. That's all I got for you today. Could be anywhere in the world, but spend the last 52 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. If you miss any episodes of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. And as always, if you don't want to listen here, go to Good Morning Gwinnett every Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. live, and just click on Listen Live, and you can listen right from the website. That's where I am. If you are in the Gwinnett area, we have our potluck tomorrow. If you are a woman in business or a woman thinking about starting a business, a woman in corporate America, we invite you to come out and break bread with us. We get together once a month. It's called Potluck Wednesday. It's our time out. We let our hair down. We have a good time. We play games sometimes. We talk trash. We eat food. Now, listen, I'm going to say this. All of the women are busy, so not everybody's cooking anything. I'm just saying, because somebody's like, well, I got to cook something. That's up to you. We don't do no cooking. We go out and buy stuff and have a potluck because nobody has time to cook. But you're welcome to come. It's free to attend. We want to get to know you. You can get to know us. We do a little networking, do a little business. But for the most part, we have a good time. So for more information about the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. You can find out more information there. GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. All right, I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.